This, our first stop is the official sign of Aruba.
Everything here.
Yeah, but it would have been better to go back, guys. Like, really. But anyway, you get your two pictures of the sign. Late, we've been getting a little bit of rain. You know, so how do you know it's so dry then, sir? Why did you figure that?
What's that, sorry?
How do you figure it's so dry?
Why is it so dry?
Why did you say it's dry? It doesn't look dry to me right now. It looks green.
No.
So as I said earlier, for the newcomers, we have no creeks, no lakes, no fresh water. So only the ocean. Then the water is desalinized to give us tap water.
Is there only one plant for the whole island?
Only one plant for what, sir?
The desalinization plant. There's only one on the island?
Yes, it's a small island, and you know,
It's only 30 square miles.
people don't drink too much water. We have a brewery also. And
There's water in there. Don't worry.
It's we're gonna pass another one. That is from the Spanish people. We had some Portuguese, we had some German. The English were here between 1800 and 1816. The Catholics do school, church, and cemetery. This would be the version of school for that cemetery. And the church would be the smaller building in the front. The English was here from 1800 till 1816. They found a little bit of gold and became excited, but it didn't play out as to what was expected. So they turned Aruba over back to the Dutch in 1815. That's when we were officially under the Dutch. We had communication with the Dutch from as early as 1634. So where we're going to next, guys, is called the Casibari Rock Formation. Before there was everybody else on the island, there were Indians, Arawaks, and Carib Indians. They suppose that some of these Indians may have come from Venezuela back then, being that they're the closest to us. But now, during their time in Aruba, this is a place where these Indians had their rituals to their gods. So guys, on my tour in years, is the first time I've seen this. These kids of today lives inside on their gadgets. Yeah, seriously. It's just like, you don't see kids riding around on their bikes anymore. Like, so this is nice to see.
I think that's our river.
So if you are in the Netherlands,
Yes, ma'am.
you always see bicycles.
Yes, I heard that.
You have to be so careful.
My daughter is studying over there, but I've never been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So many bicycles on the road, on the street, everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
It's like Santo Domingo, like motorbikes, small,
Yeah.
like tons of them, just like 3 people on a bike, 4, crazy.
You almost ran over that dog.
No, the hospital is closer, don't worry.
It's a dog. Yeah.
That dog knew he wasn't allowed here. That's why he's back
Oh,
there.
no dogs.
Yeah, not allowed over here. This is how we.
Yes, question?
Do you get affected by the hurricanes very often or no?
No, so we have never had a hurricane or a storm before. A joke about that, about 2 months ago, we were on what they call I don't think it was a hurricane watch, I think it was a storm watch.
Yeah.
But we never get a hurricane or a storm. So I already knew that nothing was coming by experience. I would be surprised if it did.
Yeah.
So we're outside of the hurricane belt, so we never get a hurricane or a storm. But everybody got excited. So it was like, okay, so no work tomorrow, and people were all excited about it. But then by evening, everything changed. They were like, okay, change, it's blowing the other direction, it's not coming anymore, back to work tomorrow. And everybody was disappointed, like really disappointed. You know, but yeah, we've never had a storm or a hurricane. If you guys notice, we don't have stoplights. We had before, but now it's basically roundabouts. It's self-maintained, like you don't need to change nothing, or sometimes a light is not working, sometimes you have to monitor or control. The roundabout keeps it moving. It's really appropriate. All right, so wildlife, yeah, somebody asked me that earlier. The animal to Aruba, we have like iguanas. We have some boas, the snakes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. No, remember One Happy Island, so we have friendly boas. Nothing to hurt nobody. You know,
They're on island time too.
this is what we call sea grape, and there's a cherry tree right next to it in the middle right there with our fruit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we have a handful of goats with not too much. We have a few donkeys. We have horse for horseback riding. We actually have a zoo though. So we have some animals imported just, you know, for the amusement of the kids and stuff. We even have a camel doing good, ostrich doing good, some snakes, some bigger snakes. And we even have a alligator. We have cats, not tiger, the smaller cats. But yeah, no, so not in Aruba. Like we have a small, we have a small zoo. Sorry about that. Yeah, so back to the housing thing now. So we're 90% dependent on tourism, and the hotels are from downtown to the northern side of the island. So because of that, work is more to the northern side.
Yeah.
So people want to be more to the northern side.
Right.
So as such, houses in the southern side is cheaper, but to the northern side there's places whereas $600,000, $700,000 could only get you a piece of land.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But that's crazy because you're never no more than 20 miles away from anything.
Right.
What the hell's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Go there, go to the south.
Location,
But-
location, location.
No, but saying that if somebody want to buy a house, do it in the north because my 5% would have more value in Dutch. So we're in the northern part of Aruba now, even though there is a district called North in North. So these houses, as you see on the wall, no tour buses, they know we're going to be interested in these. Back in the days, all the houses look like this.
Really?
Yeah, we call this Kunuku house.
Okay.
Yeah, right about Kasibari, there was one next to it. This is the modern version. Why? Because this is made with blocks and cement finish,
Yeah.
plaster. Back in the days, it was stone packed on each other and plaster with mud or clay.
Oh.
And the top would have been with straws instead of, you know, tiles, like roof tiles. Like this modern version right now.
Yes.
But yeah, this is Kunuku house. And the colors, you know, Dutch are very colorful people. They use color, very vibrant colors.
Very nice. The thing about what a beach cottage in America costs, way more than $250. You know, at least down here.
Sure.
And this, like I say, guys, the Catholic system, church, cemetery, and school.
So is this the Catholic one?
Yes.
Okay. So what would the average price of a house over here be?
So, all right, so Tierra del Sol, like I told you, if you have 600, 700,000,
Okay.
that would only be able to buy a piece of land.
Wow.
Yeah, you haven't started to make your house and to buy your house. So, yeah, a couple millions at least. Yeah, I'm gonna show you one that I know of. The guys paid like almost $3 million for it. I'm gonna show you that one. I painted that one a few years ago, and I I was friends with some people close to there.
It's a beachfront property.
Around the corner here, they say that there is a house that is owned by Oprah Winfrey.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So they say the one with the black roof up there
Yeah.
is Oprah's house.
Really?
Yeah, I've never personally
Have you ever seen Oprah here?
No, I've never seen her. She wouldn't be coming through the regular airport anyway. There's a part at the back of the airport, the private airport.
Yeah.
That's where she probably would have been coming through.
Do like a lot of celebrities own these houses?
Yes, you just don't know them because everybody's really laid back. Even when it doesn't matter which celebrity come in Aruba, nobody's gonna be flocking. Yeah, this is no. People don't do that in Aruba.
Oh.
So you're gonna quietly. They're gonna that is Oprah. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But nobody, and it just goes to the 96 nationalities. Most of the people isn't even gonna know who that is.
Yeah.
As much as it sounds to you like, no, they wouldn't know this person. No, they don't. You know. So yeah, this is called Arashi, the area.
You get any American TV? You get something like that?
Yeah, I mean it's 2022. Like once you have internet, you get everything. Yeah, yeah. I mean it is a good question though because I was in the Dominican Republic and there's places that the electricity goes and comes. There's places where they use batteries called inversers for electricity. I mean there's some places that they have like 24 hours. Their water, you still have to buy water because they couldn't use the tap water. So it is a reasonable question. I mean only that we're Dutch, and if they don't treat us right, then we can go to Germany.
What's the rig that's out there? Is that oil?
Yes, it is.
It is oil.
Yeah, so they're not trying to find oil in our waters. It may be because we may have, because like I say, Venezuela is so close, and they have a very big reserve.
Yeah.
But what happened is because we never have a hurricane or a storm,
Yeah.
then whenever there is hurricane season, then these people try to take their machines to safer waters until it passes.
So that's movable.
Yes, definitely. Then when the time passes, then they go back to where they need to be. Yeah, so this lady she's a Korean American, the one at the corner right here.
Yeah.
So she bought it. It was a big place there, not this. She broke all of that down and made what she wanted to make. This guy is from Czechoslovakia, is actually a friend of mine. He's not there now. I don't see him.
So it's all one house.
No, there's two different. So this is all one. Yeah, I had to build the back piece of this when he was doing it. It was strange communicating. We used like 6 languages to get through. These people came from California. They won a lottery, and they paid almost $3 million for this.
Wow.
So I don't think it's the last time, but the time before that I painted this. I was here a few months because it was just empty. It seems as if they start renting now.
So you know.
Yeah, because I mean the immigration law is not gonna allow you to stay like just 1 year in the island as long as you want to. So you still have to come in and out,
Yeah.
So might as well. Some people rent, some people don't have to because they don't need the money, I guess. 1914. It is operational, functional, and you can climb to the top. Winding, and you have to be in good physical health to get up. Took me a while. I had to stop like twice. Then I had to pray that there is no earthquake while I'm on top. Yeah, it's a very long drop. you have two, I can find something like, you know.
No, if I'm paying that much, it's got to be right on the beach.
You see me?
Right on the water.
On this side.
On this side, yeah. Not on that side.
Alright, so we have to talk to the government. You can build something in the water, raft type thing, you know?
I don't know, I'm kind of eyeing up that school bus. Looks like a house. It looks pretty cool.
Coming in.
The bit of rain that we're getting of late, because there's going to be that 6 months of just no rain, you know, sometime or the other. And that could be any time.
So you have 2 seasons, rainy season and
No, we don't have a rainy season. Yeah, so it's never expected to rain in Aruba. Yeah, they usually advertise back in the days that it never rains in Aruba.
Had a good storm this morning, I see.
Yeah, we have a little bit. Yeah, we always appreciate. So what we say is sunshine and liquid sunshine. Next one is the Marriott. So all of the white one, the brown one is different types of Marriott. There's Marriott Ocean Club, Marriott Surf Club, and what they call the Resort Marriott. It's just different types of accommodation. Maybe one is an all-inclusive, maybe one is a adult only, you know, just to have a variation. Most of these hotels this side, Palm Beach High-Rise hotels, is as a casino. There's a Brazil fan. You can put a van there if you want with German flag on it, alright? Yeah.
there's an Atlantis here, isn't there?
Atlantis submarine?
No, the hotels. There,
No Atlantis.
There's a few of
We've
them.
been to Nassau, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no Atlantis here. Yet we never know what may come. Palm Beach Plaza, back in the days, everything was downtown. The discotecas, restaurants, clubs and stuff. But then they started building and trying to get things closer to the hotels, so people don't have to go downtown every night to eat and to party. So hence there was Palm Beach Plaza, the next one to it is Paseo Orencia. And then Palm Beach became the area of nightlife. So there's more activities in Palm Beach than downtown
This looks pretty nice.
during the night.
So there's pretty much a cruise ship here every day then.
So November is as such, whereas there's about 5 days without a cruise ship in November.
Yeah.
But we have months where there is only 4 ships in. You know, there is only one, so it's more sparsely populated.
Yeah.
The calendar. But November, so this is actually our best month this year so far.
Okay.
Seems as if December might be better too. You know, we have a schedule. But yeah, so usually, yeah, but January, February. So March, April, May, June, July is not so busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. September it starts picking up a little bit more. So guys, even downtown close to where your boat is, I don't know how much time you have, but there is Renaissance Seaport Casino downtown. There's a walking distance, a stone throw away if you have a very strong arm.
And a deep wallet.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find that iguana, you know, but it's not yet. Yeah, so all of this is still Palm Beach. Yeah, so this area comes alive at night. You know, after the restaurant, then there's
This is way nice. Wow.
dancing going on.
Still around.
Yes, guys, perfectly round. Yes, all right.
That's not the first ship. You said it was supposed to go around twice. I want my money back.
Sorry, you haven't paid yet.
He made it.
Amsterdam.
So apart from the Diffy Diffy and the Queequeg tree, that one is called Fofoti. Also been a very famous one, very popular. Lots of weddings take place on that piece of the beach. This is Eagle Beach now, guys. As you can see, it's sitting by itself. The hotels are on the other side of the street.
They're all dining on those.
So we call Palm Beach high rise, we call Eagle Beach low rise. They're smaller buildings, not as high as Palm Beach.
Yeah, wait for us.
Why did you bring us to the expensive supermarket? That is because she have a comparison where she's coming from.
Right.
But it's the same thing for us, so there is no expensive cheap, it's just the one price that we have to pay.
Right. You don't have a choice.
Yes.
Any Home Depots or Lowe's here?
What's that, sir?
Any Home Depot or Lowe's?
I saw a
Oh,
Home Depot,
no,
what
no,
they call
no,
it, the
no
Food
Lowe's.
Center.
Yeah, there we have a Do It Center. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Do It Center provides
Okay.
the different stuff. I think those people might be my people.